shit poster again. I love you.
Look at me now, I've got everything man could ever need. But I'm not like other men, no, I'm not like those animals sweating out there in the street. Look at this bell. Represents greatness, so I'm told. To me, it's a possession, and I don't want possession. Last night I couldn't sleep to save my life, so I opened up my medicine cabinet. I could reach, and today I woke up. When I was 12 years old one night, my mom's boyfriend came around. And I heard him drinking and laughing, and a cold hard slap of the floor as my mother hit the ground. When I came out the next day, most of our shit had been taken away. Possessions just make you a target, and I don't want to be a target. So I'll take this and dissolve it to a vapor. Open up my pores and take this thing inside my body. And if you ever want it back, dead behind you. American, American, it's the American, here comes the American. It's gonna make you fucking, it's gonna make you fucking, it's gonna make you fucking. He's got tires, boots, he's got a sweet wing jacket, he's got fucking feeling like gold, he's got your fucking life in his hand. Make your choice, man. You ready? like your shit. Cattle mutilation all over the nation. No stopping, so this shit wrestling. He's coming for your life. He's coming for your ladies. He's coming for your fake meats. Snap! Here comes the American. What you gonna do with the American? Man, you can't fuck with the American. Get down on the knees for the American. Ciao, here comes the American. What you gonna do with the American? You can't fuck with the American. Tap the fuck out of the American. He's the man with the iron hands and the will of steel. Like Superman, but without the suit or the superpowers, yeah. He's got the pants, they're black and loose with lots of room for breezes. He's got the crosshairs on your face, you better get your face away, man. Don't turn back, I'll hit you with the battlestick. Don't turn the front, or I'll hit you with the battlestick. Don't turn aside, or I'll hit you with the fucking dick. Whatever you do, say yourself, you better do it quick. See fucking black man, he's on the attack, man. He knows karate and he sees that you've been slacked, man. See fucking black man, like a flipping crack, man. He's not a dude that you wanna interact with. See fucking black man, see fucking black man, see fucking black man. You're never coming back, man. He has a pair of sticks with which he'll strike your wrist. His pants are black just like his name, because his name is Black Man. He punches people not for fun, but because it makes them stronger. Well, that's a lie, he thinks it's fun, but that's a secret, don't tell anybody. Stay fucking black man, he's on the attack man. He knows karate and he says that you is slack man. Stay fucking black man, like a flipping crack man. He's on a dude that you wanna interact with. Stay fucking black man, stay fucking black man, stay fucking black man. 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 He's on the attack man. Stay fucking black man. He's on the attack man. There was some time ago, I was a wrestling fan, but I couldn't even watch it, thought it was so fucking bland. Got sick of boring matches, got sick of scripted promos. I had a sickness and I needed a cure. I went online to kill some time and saw you on a message board. You didn't look promising, but you were there and I was sick of porn. And so I watched you with a frown, and you turned it upside down. And now I only watch you, baby, even though you've been around. But you mania, you're not alone. When you are in the danger zone, there is no danger here inside the danger zone of my heart. Bachelania, my love for you is like 21.
Hey, Omega.
To 2.
Yes, Gunner.
So, funny thing happened last week. We hit a milestone.
Yeah, and
So-
the garage is just charging way too much for the damage.
It is. It's pretty awful. I will be forever emblazoned with 200.1, and those three zeros. And it's really funny how when you get real close to it, a 2 looks like a W. I mean, that's yeah. So we're Smark Snark now, and if you want to talk to us, call into the show. 812-408-9666. 812-408-WOO! Do yourself a favor and stick right there. This is the WrestleMania 32 pre-show. Let's hit it with the news. Hey everybody, alright, so this is episode number 201 of the Smark Snark podcast. My name is Gunner, that is Omega BR.
Speaking of garages, I think the pre-show needs an oil change.
Just a little bit, but we haven't discussed that one yet, so when we get to the end of the show, we actually start thinking about it, you'll hear it over the show. Same old podcast, don't worry about it. Speaking of same old podcast, we've got the same guy manning the zeros and ones, the ones and twos. That's our technical producer, Mr. Yankum DDS.
You are incorrect. They are not ones and zeros. They are pixies, and they must be wrangled.
Oh, dear Jesus. Who let the dirty hippie into the studio? Also joining us this week, speaking of dirty hippies, it's NetJester.
Faster than a speeding super, more powerful than a Batomotive, and a most fucked up ending. No, it's not Woo Get Serious, it's a Smark Snark podcast.
Also, that Batman movie I refuse to see. I'm just saying. Ben Affleck as Batman? Really?
He wasn't
really
that bad. He wasn't that bad.
No
Speaking
spoilers.
of things that aren't that bad, it's the Croc.
Hey. You mean the best damn person on this fucking podcast on the planet. Get that right. Love you.
And so, with a bigger dick than Croc's ego over there, it's Batista's dick.
Hey, was I supposed to have, like, some kind of snappy, witty thing to introduce myself? Like, everyone else seems to have something nice to say. Like, wubba-lubba-dub-dub!
Speaking of getting drunk and burping in the middle of your talking, that's WFC Master's job.
Deadpool made $700 million.
X gonna give it to you.
And the moneymaker of the room, that is Save Us Dog.
Hello, and no, you don't have to have anything witty to say. I never do, and there are a lot of people on this podcast who never do.
Fuck out of here.
Zig.
Actually, I'm the one who wrote a fucking poem for my intro, so I should talk.
Yeah, I know, right?
Ew.
He actually wrote something.
He wrote a poem? What is it?
Don't you remember the
12th grade?
Don't you remember the haiku for Haku? Because NetJester does not know how to pronounce Haku.
Yep.
Alright,
You know what? I was gonna go see Batman vs. Superman, but if I wanted to see an aging superhero, moody guy versus a purportedly good guy that's really kind of a dick, I would just watch the main event of WrestleMania.
Thought we were gonna make a Hulk Hogan versus Gawker joke there for a second.
Oh dear Jesus.
Roman Reigns is most definitely Henry Cavill.
That would be Paula Kent versus Lex Luthor.
I gotta dumb myself down!
It's Jonathan Kent. God damn it, Omega BR. I don't even like Superman, and I know that his name is Jonathan.
Well, but they call him Pa.
Is this a wrestling podcast, or is this a Blitz bitch about
Yes.
versus
No,
Superman?
let's talk about the fact that WWE is facing a potential class action lawsuit over the network taking place of physical media. The argument being that former talents who would receive royalties deserve a cut of the network revenue instead, since physical media isn't being sold, they're not getting a cut because their deals are for X amount of DVDs or videos or whatever sold.
Hey, Cole Cabana, how you doing?
Yeah.
Somebody's looking to get paid.
Yeah.
And who didn't see this one coming? I mean, really.
Nobody. They saw this coming. They were just trying to get away with it for as long as they could.
How can they sue them if they signed contracts with them, though, is the thing. Because I'm sure somewhere in fine print in that contract it says.
Well,
It's a breach of contract for them.
Well, they could make the claim that WWE is acting in bad faith by putting the material up on the network and not selling the physical media as a means to cut out the wrestler.
Good point.
I just made that up. I don't even know if that's true.
Well, it's
I'm not
possible.
a fucking lawyer. What the fuck?
Out of your ass.
Well,
Most lawyers just do take it out of their ass anyway.
right.
To me, this has been coming since they brought the network up. I'm not surprised they're getting sued. They were just trying to get away with it for as long as they could get away with it.
Yeah, I think this is totally
the first guy
fair.
who said? Who was the first guy who said backstage? He's like, "Hey, man, I want a little cut from the network." And then they're like, what are you talking about?" And what happened? Now
You wonder why
there's a class
WWE's
action
been so profitable. Just remember that 20% figure that Dave Meltzer gave a couple, like last week or 2 weeks ago or something like that. Speaking of people getting paid,
But by the way, Zack Ryder is Colossus because he can't be pushed.
Bravo.
Nice.
beat Chris Jericho.
TNA announced a new partnership with Fight Network and is a signing of 5 new talents. Count them 5. Pepper Parks and Cherry Bomb, really happy for them. And Mr. M80, Marsh Rocket, and the former NXT team of Sylvester Lafort and Marcus Louis.
Got my Soul Touches shirt in the closet.
Oh, man.
Awesome.
It's
Before,
okay. They signed Bram for a multi-year contract.
He's up to 100 contracts.
That's actually awesome because Lafort and Louise, they were over at the dojo a couple weeks ago.
Oh,
Pepper and Cherry are really good workers. They're from my particular area. I've had interactions with Pepper before. He's a really nice guy. Cherry is a hell of a women's wrestler, so that's a real big pickup actually for the Divas over there. I really thought that she was going to end up in WWE at some point with this Revolution thing going on. Really surprised that she didn't, to be honest. I'm not sure about Marsh Rocket, but Lafort and Louis, not bad.
It's their version of La Resistance, most likely, and hopefully it's
Right.
Wait, didn't TNA already have a version of La Resistance?
No, you're thinking of British Invasion. Those are the Brits. They hate being. You can't call a French person a British person. I heard they hate that.
Didn't they have some like Canadians or something?
Yeah, I had Team Canada.
Team Canada, yeah.
Bobby Roode, Eric Young, Scott D'Amore.
But don't call them Quebecers to their face, man.
That's always a bad idea.
French.
I'm curious as to like the financials of this deal with Fight Network. What is that actually like? How are they getting paid from it? Is it going to be due to like views? Like, what's this partnership about? All they've announced is like it exists.
They need the money. That's why.
Well, like, I suppose Fight Network could use the programming, but, like, why?
Fight Network is, basically it's the Canadian version, of a few other things here. So it's TNA in Canada. Fight Network is the same guys that do, if I'm correct, they get behind the same people that work at Live Audio Wrestling and that kind of thing. Oh wait, no, that's the Score. Never mind. But no, the Fight Network is Canada.
Yeah, that doesn't Raw and SmackDown.
And it's got a over the top. It's got another. It's on Roku, Apple TV, Amazon Fire, that kind of thing. So you should.
TNA's reach is expanded from this. The only thing is, at least to me, maybe I think it's too little, too late.
It's definitely seems like a a safety net if Pop TV decides to cut them.
I'm just interested in why Fight Network is interested in TNA. TNA is not showing any signs of growth in the last few years.
Well,
it's not exactly my thoughts. It's just why does Fight Network care? Why are they interested at all?
I think misery loves company. I think kind of the same reason why ESPN is going to be Sports Center is going to be at WrestleMania.
Yeah, exactly, because ESPN is failing as a brand because of the impressive and immense costs of the licenses to be able to distribute all the major sports stuff, and people watching less and less normal TV. ESPN is getting absolutely crushed when it comes to and you know that Papa Mickey doesn't like that at all.
That means they have to try extra hard to make money from Star Wars so they can cover ESPN for another year, and Mama don't like that.
I don't think Disney has to worry about money.
Of course not. All they got to do is just crack that whip on that mouse a little bit, and next thing you know, he's shaking money from trees.
Jesus. Are you talking about pimping out Mickey Mouse?
Oh boy!
My childhood is ruined.
It should be.
Please stop. Oh God.
WWE signs Michael Nichols and Shane Verizer, the mighty don't kneel. Progress and Revolution Pro out of the UK will hold WWE Global Cruiserweight Series qualifying matches.
Cruiserweight. Hopefully Crow will be involved.
That'll be fun. Cruiserweight. Whatchamacallit? I tried saying global and cruiserweight at the same time. Sue me.
I had a stroke. It's okay.
Very, very, very excited for the Mighty Don't Kneel. If you've never seen them, check out some of their work in Japan. Specifically, speaking of last week's podcast, some of their matches against Killer Elite Squad are great.
Oh my God, this is such a good pickup for NXT. They're gonna light that place on fire. Dude, think about it. The Mighty Don't Kneel versus American Alpha. Money.
It should be fun. I also heard that Evolve is holding qualifying matches as well.
Yep.
The series is going to be a 32-person tournament that is going to be 10 episodes over the WWE Network. They're going to shoot it all at Full Sail over a 5-day period. And they're going to announce it. And June. And then they're going to announce. Basically, they're going to announce people for it between now and then.
I know I'm most likely going to be going to the NXT tapings right after Mania, so they're probably going to announce when the tickets go on sale there, and I plan on going.
All right, well then you'll be live correspondent for us.
You should let us know how that goes, because I want to be there.
I'm so excited. I'm so fucking excited. Oh God.
I want Zack Sabre Jr. to be there. That's all. That's my input on the matter.
I'm praying he will be. I think he will be. I think Zack Saber's going to be there. They probably were hoping to God they could get Ricochet somehow, and they know they can't, and it sucks. But they're gonna.
They could. They could.
I don't know. It depends upon what's in those Lucha Underground contracts, by the way.
Right. Speaking of things they absolutely fucked up, WWE officials reportedly thought that blank would be well received on Raw, believing that NXT and main roster crowds are different. Somebody, please fill in the blank with something other than the actual name.
No,
blank. Benoit?
Asuka, Bayley, fucking any NXT diva that's on there. Fucking Aaliyah that just was on Breaking Ground. You chose, out of everybody they had, Gunner, They chose the absolute worst one. They chose Planet fucking Z.
Let's just come out and say it. They chose female Roman Reigns. They chose fucking female Roman Reigns.
They chose the only person on that show who got a worse reaction than Roman.
Roman Reigns?
I would take Cameron over Eva Marie.
That's sad. I agree.
Don't say that name. Don't say that name.
I agree.
Yep.
I was there live for the title match between her and Bayley. I've never heard such a reaction, such a visceral hatred in my life for somebody.
I didn't get that far into the show because, God knows, I really try to sit through 3 hours of Raw every week. But there's just a certain point where I'm like, I could be cutting my wrists instead.
It's pretty rough. Like, Eva Marie debuting as a babyface she was playing heel already. Like, people didn't like her. So
I think,
for fuck's sake.
I'm really seeing, like, in a very obvious turn in the Mania pre-show or something. Like, even the Total Divas team hated her. Like, nobody liked her.
Okay, well,
here's that.
Here's the question. Is this heel heat, or is this go-away heat?
This is X-Pac heat.
This is massive go-away heat.
This is
this is
a new type of heat that has been this is new. Let me put my scientific glasses on. This is a new type of heat that is worse than X-Pac heat. It is called Eva Marie heat, and it is the worst heat ever you could ever perceive.
That is not descriptive enough. Eva Marie has 9/11 heat.
Oh man!
Good Lord, that hurts.
Holy shit!
I thought you were going to say Holocaust heat. I mean, you are a Jew.
It's like one step below Holocaust heat.
Yeah, it's one step below the Hitler Holocaust heat.
Jesus.
That's
terrible.
Does she have Donald Trump heat, though? Does she have Donald Trump heat?
Yes.
Oh, at least.
Yes. So,
no, because Donald Trump is over.
Here's the
thing. Were you going to say that Donald Trump is over? Because Donald Trump is over.
Yeah, Donald Trump is over as fuck, and there are a lot of people who actually like the dude. No one likes Eva Marie.
That's the difference. I mean,
it's a huge difference.
Even if I can't think of an example in wrestling that's like Donald Trump, where it's kind of a joke that the guy is as over as he is, but he's over, so whatever. But no, Eva Marie is not over. She will never be over.
No, she will never be over. But here's the problem with Eva Marie. Everyone perceives her as an outsider to this business, and she is, and she's just a hot chick with zero wrestling talent whatsoever.
She's not even that hot.
Exactly, she's not even that hot. And the days, and if this was 1995, she would be epic and legendary along with Sunny and Sable. Only she would probably have to get below Brock Lesnar to be able to get any sort of over now at this point.
Like, I would totally bang Awesome Kong before I would bang Eva Marie.
Who wouldn't?
Wow.
No, her running buddy, Nia Jax.
Who wouldn't?
I would bang Medusa before I would bang Eva Marie.
Let's put it this way. Let's just lay it on the line here, and let's just make the line that nobody else is going to cross. I would bang Nicole Bass before I'd bang Eva Marie.
Thought you were going to say Mae Young for a second there.
That may be possible.
I would bang Kevin Dunn before I would bang Eva Marie.
God.
Well, who wouldn't, honestly?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, to get in that truck, God. And then if you were banging him, right, you'd be able to stop him from doing those zooming in and out angles.
God damn it! For the love of God.
Or it would make it even worse, depending upon when you were banging him.
Thank you, West, for the image of banging Moolah's corpse first. And the answer is, of course, yes. I would. But I would put my Kane mask on and call her Katie Vick while I was doing it.
Oh, my God.
Maybe that's why Dunn has been doing all the zooming, huh?
That's a name we didn't need.
Can we move along?
We're done.
I think it's time for the real meat. Not the other meat that we've been talking about.
To talk about here.
The big thick one. That's right, 15-minute time limit still here. All right, so we got WrestleMania 32
this is going to be
coming up.
fucking 15 minutes. Are you kidding me?
All right.
2 hours.
So here we go. Ready? We're going to go through this as fast as humanly possible. I'm going to ask you guys questions. Everyone's going to answer. The pre-show. Here. Let's put it this way. This is how screwed the Usos are. They are the second longest tenured wrestlers on the roster currently. In the past 4 WrestleManias, they have all wrestled on the pre-show. I mean, they're more cursed than Daniel Bryan versus Sheamus. It is absolutely ridiculous that the Usos cannot get a main card Mania match. So the Usos versus the Dudley Boys in a pointless match that doesn't mean anything whatsoever.
They're lucky to even be on the card, to be perfectly honest with you.
This is so obviously going to be a tables match at Extreme Rules, and they thought they were going to do the tables match at Mania. But then they were like, oh, maybe we shouldn't do that with the ladder match, too. And that's why they're on the pre-show.
Here's the thing. I want to go ahead and apologize now to anyone that's been listening long enough to remember when I said that I liked the Usos, and I thought they had a lot of potential.
You weren't wrong.
I think I might have been.
No. They had potential. That's the difference here. They had potential. Yes.
I mean, they're just bland as fuck.
Yeah, they're really bland, and especially when we're coming up here with other tag teams who, if they were in NXT right now, they would be at the bottom with like the Vaudevillains.
Ow! Hey, don't you dare talk about Ron Drago like that.
I like the Vaudevillains. I like the Vaudevillains. Don't get me wrong, but they would be below them. And that's just tag team hell. I mean.
Well, I'd say they'd be below right now Epico and Primo, but that's just me.
They're not even on TV.
Exactly.
Wow. Let's go ahead and get it out now. This is the Employee Appreciation WrestleMania. This match and several others have been specifically designed to put as many people on the card as they can, whether it made sense, whether they had a match or a storyline, and that's kind of been the trend for recent years. But I mean, this year for some reason just feels like they really went with it.
Yeah, just get everybody a paycheck. That's the goal.
I mean,
except for Titus O'Neil.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Well,
Poor Titus.
There's been so many injuries too. They have to have. You got to dip deep in the reserves here.
All right. I mean, okay. So we started with Usos and Dudley Boys, like that. Okay, that's a tag match on the pre-show, whatever. But Kalisto and Ryback for the U.S. Championship, really? That's on the pre-show too.
Well, that's on the show at all.
It's on the show at all. Yes, it's surprising in and of itself because it is the United States Championship. Because the United States Championship has not been defended on a WrestleMania in a long, long time. I don't remember the last time it was.
23. I think it's 23.
It might have been MVP and Benoit, yeah.
What about Cena?
Cena was 20.
He was trying to earn it.
He was trying to earn it.
Wait, no, but he...
I was going to say last year.
Yeah, he just defended it.
Oh god, that's sad.
That's right.
We completely forgot about that.
You guys are idiots.
So the last year was
how far buried is Rusev if we completely blanked that?
All the way.
No. How far buried was the U.S. title that we completely forgot that it was on that match? I remember that Rusev and Cena went to go last year.
You have to be over to bury something, Gunner. You have to be over to bury something. Oh.
See, I remember all the string of the U.S. title defense matches on Raw last year. Like, that was some extremely hot shit. But, just the entire match with Rusev,
Let's say another thing that everyone here is thinking. Switch Ryback and Kalisto with the other random 5 fuckers, Stardust, Miz, whatever, and the U.S. title with Zayn and Owens for one-on-one for the IC title, and both these matches no one would have a problem with.
Nope, not at all.
I'm perfectly happy with giving Kalisto and Ryback a one-on-one. I think, to be honest, the match itself is pre-show. It screams pre-show, to be perfectly honest. Kalisto will win here. I guarantee it. I don't think that Ryback is going to be your U.S. champion. And if he is,
At least look at it this way: the pre-show will be commentated by Olive Morrow, so there's your silver lining.
Fact check for you guys. The United States Championship has only been fought for at WrestleMania 4 times. The first time being Cena versus The Big Show to win the title. JBL beating Chris Benoit. Chris Benoit beating MVP, and then John Cena beating Rusev. That being 20, 22, 23, and 31.
Started with Cena, ended with Cena.
Yep.
Cena, the end-all, be-all of WWE.
Cena is the
Comes
alpha
full
and the
circle.
omega.
Comes full circle. So what's next? Since that was Kalisto Ryback, that would mean the Battle Royal's next, right? Because there's no there couldn't possibly be another fucking pre-show match, right?
Next is the bathroom break.
No, next is the match of the night.
okay.
At least as far
so
as
this
comedy is concerned.
This is going to be 5 450s, and there's someone's going to die in the ring.
No!
I want to see them do some stupid suplex spot. You know what's going to happen.
So
it's WrestleMania.
Let me ask this question: is it these 10 girls going to Planned Parenthood?
Stop
Just saying.
right now. Wait a minute, Gunner. That's the next match. That match is on the pre-show.
That match.
Brie Bella,
Fuck this.
Brie
I'm
Bella,
out.
Natalia Paige, Alicia Fox, and Eva Marie versus Naomi, Tamina, Summer Rae, Emma, and Lana.
So this is going to be Lana's first official match.
Yes.
Yo, Lana with the X Factor. She did bust out an X Factor.
You
got a
with the
fight
X Factor.
I got everything that I ever wanted.
Well, that's like the go-to. It's kind of... She was feuding with Brie Bella, and Brie used that as a finisher forever, right? Wasn't that the original Twin Magic, quote-unquote?
Yeah, the idea was that she was stealing Brie's move. But personally, I think she should steal a move from Road Dogg instead of X-Pac, because, she's always in the doghouse.
I got a story. So, speaking of this match, there was some reports coming out that, one, Nikki got some unfortunate news, and she may be done full-time, and actually, she got that a few days ago, and the 5th person for that match was, in fact, supposed to be a returning Nicole Bella.
Yeah, that's not surprising. But you know what would be better? You know what would be what would be a lot better than all of that?
Anything?
Be careful what you wish for.
Dealing with the X Factor.
Oh God.
Get raped. You can't pull up Uncle Cracker.
Into WrestleMania. It might be interesting.
Oh my God.
Okay, so speaking of interesting things, the 3rd annual Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal.
That's a terrible segue. This is not interesting at all.
No, this isn't interesting at all. This is why you're going... Okay, ladies and gentlemen. No, I'm being perfectly serious here. Do you want to watch these 4 matches that should be on main event?
Of course not.
I'm okay with Kalisto and Ryback. The other 3 matches can just disappear.
Right. So what are we going to do at 6 o'clock on Sunday? In the Eastern time.
I think we may be here.
So,
doing what exactly?
Like game. What kind of game, though?
We're going to be playing. We're going to be playing Family Feud, fam. So you guys can come on in. And you guys can come on in. We'll pick 2 sides. We'll get a full team. And they'll answer responses like Family Feud. And it'll be great.
I have a question. Last year, who was the captain of the winning team? I can't quite remember who won last year.
Who did won, Batista Tech? Who won?
Who? It was me!
It was him, Austin! It was him all along!
Austin! It was me all along, Austin!
Ah, son of a bitch.
So come on in,
Alright.
try to knock me off the throne. I will beat you. Promise.
Okay.
Don't make me hold you up to that.
All right. Well. Obviously, we haven't picked out team names yet, and we haven't exactly gotten everything together. But if you check out West and you check out Smark Snark, we're going to tweet out in a little bit here the link to the to the survey so that you can answer the questions that are going to be on the show. You can check that out. By the way, you always call in 812-408-9666 if you haven't yet, because we're going to jump into the main card here. Who's going to win the Battle Royal? Before we get going.
Braun Strowman.
I think they're going to give it to Kane as to go along with Omega's theme of the thank yous. I think Kane deserves it.
Yeah, but no. They were talking about how they wanted to make the Battle Royale the showcase piece for the Wyatt family. So hopefully they'll just clear house.
Better question.
It'll be Bray.
I was gonna say, is Bray in the match?
Supposedly he's healed up from his back injury by now, but
he stands tall and tells everybody to go away, and he wins.
Okay.
So it would be Bray Wyatt winning at WrestleMania. Think about that for a second.
I'd be just fine with that whole thing.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Then main card, AJ Styles versus Chris Jericho.
Yes. That'll be good.
It'll be good, but the problem is it's like Taco Bill used to say, it's fourth match. You know, they had the rubber match. It's kind of lost
They
the
should have
heat.
made this like an Iron Man match or 2 out of 3 falls or something. Like,
I think
there should have been a gimmick to this.
Two out of 3 falls would have been nice.
Yeah.
I think a street fight or something, even, or a no DQ or a falls count anywhere, just something with a little more edge.
If you want to get really nuts, 2 out of 3 submissions.
Yeah.
Jesus. But
Or just a submissions match. That'd be fun too.
Yeah.
Yep.
But it's at least gonna be nice because like Jericho has been enthusiastic as all hell ever since AJ has come in. You can tell that he's been putting in 110%. So
I think they're going to
honestly,
give this match legit like 15 to 20 minutes.
Yeah.
I think they're going to give these two serious time to tell a really good story. And I'm excited for that.
I think they're going to pare it down to about 10, maybe.
We'll see.
Honestly, I think Jericho lobbied for this match so he wouldn't end up on the Battle Royal.
Yep.
Does this match open the show?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wait.
Who wins?
No. Scratch that. New Day opens the show.
Really?
Oh, right.
Fuck.
I think the ladder match opens the show. That's my guess.
Actually, yeah, I think ladder makes sense.
It's usually the ladder match.
Speaking of the ladder match, let's just go to there. We have Kevin Owens as the champion versus 6 other people. Sami Zayn, Dolph Ziggler, Sin Cara, The Miz, Stardust, and my boy Zack Ryder for the IC.
Who's gonna put down the piss bet for Zack?
I'll do it. I'll put down my money for Zack. I'm cool with that.
All right, so WFC Masters, you've heard it here first on the show. He is going to drink his own piss if Zack Ryder does not win the Intercontinental Championship at WrestleMania 32.
It's gonna be a long show. I guarantee you.
What the fuck? He's definitely going to be the first one to ever actually have to drink his piss. Because I've made a couple of piss bets on this podcast, and never once have I been wrong. Not one. I'm trying to think of any time I've been wrong ever. I can't come up with one. But piss bets, never. WFC Masters, don't eat asparagus, buddy.
Okay. I don't know,
Senator.
a lot of people have been saying that they should have started off with just Kevin Owens versus Sammy.
Kevy and Sammy.
Oh, it's a cute couple.
I ship it.
Honestly, I'm okay with them not immediately just starting with that feud right off the bat. Just get some time to get Sammy eased in, have established that those two guys don't like each other, and then they can just, then they can start having that actual, solo feud by themselves. That's fine.
Look, if you weren't aware that they didn't like each other, you should have been watching NXT.
Look,
I'm just saying, and people are going to be like, whoa, there's this cool stuff going on NXT. These two guys, I didn't even know they didn't like each other. Now they're fighting. I want to see what this is all about. And then they'll go check out NXT, and it will be awesome.
I kind of agree with that whole thing where it's like people knew about Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn. Like most of the people in the universe did.
Yeah, we're not even halfway done with this.
Yeah, so that was the 15-minute time limit. Now we go into overtime.
Right,
which
so
is the same thing. It's just another 15 minutes.
Right.
I don't even have a different sound for that. I should make a different sound.
You should. You should. Whatchamacallit? So, who wins the match?
It's either going to be Owens retaining to kind of lean toward the Zayn feud, or it's going to be Ryder.
I think it's a Ryder as a thank you. I personally I want Ryder to win. I could also see Stardust winning out of the blue, and then him having segments phasing away from Stardust, going into Cody Rhodes. Again, I could see that happening, but otherwise, it's Owens retaining, and it's Zayn. It's Owens and Zayn for your spring.
We know exactly how WWE is going to end the Stardust thing. He's going to go away for a while on an injury or vacation or whatever, and then he'll come back as Cody Rhodes, and they'll pretend the whole thing never happened. Excuse me, except for an occasional, cheeky wink, wink, nod, nod, nudge, nudge, hey, that face paint on your face.
Right. All right, let's move on to another match here. Dean Ambrose and Brock Lesnar.
When Cody's doing backstage segments with R-Truth Jr.
Oh,
right.
God.
Dean Ambrose versus Brock Lesnar.
Dean wins by disembowelment.
I'm calling it
with the chainsaw.
This is my prediction for the match. Dean Ambrose is going to leap from a ledge with a stick of dynamite in each hand, collide with Lesnar, explode. Lesnar is going to shake it off once all the dust is cleared, and he is going to nod in respect towards his fallen opponent, but that will be the end of Dean Ambrose.
I think that there is going to be a crazy fire spot. I think that Dean is going to go through another fire spot. Yep. I think that Dean's going to go through another flaming table to heed back to Edge and Mick Foley, but he kicks out at 2.
Is that hold on here because isn't that Gunnar? I don't think you could do that in the state of Texas.
Yeah, I was gonna say there might be a law against that in Texas.
Right. We're in Texas.
There's a chance.
I think we can do that in Texas, Gunnar. I don't think
Ambrose is gonna pull out. Ambrose is gonna pull out 6-shooter.
God damn it!
There's actually a law that says you cannot do fire spots in pro wrestling in Texas.
Yes.
Really? I did not know that.
Yes, that's that. Where was WrestleMania then?
You know what this means, though, right?
What?
Ice spot.
That'd be great.
It's gonna
say to that.
It's gonna
just let it go. Let it go.
Pull out the liquid nitrogen.
No.
Ooh!
Oh my God!
Some icicles, you know.
I'm going against whatever.
Whether or not,
Thank you.
Whether or not Ambrose does go through a flaming table, this whole match is sort of designed just to showcase Ambrose taking a hell of a beating. It's going to be 20 minutes of Ambrose just getting the shit kicked out of him.
Remember that nasty spot Seth took? Oh, it was the Shield against 3 other guys, and it was their first pay-per-view match.
Right back in Team Hell No at TLC, after they debuted, and Rollins was on top of the fucking ladder. He came down and smacked his head against it, right?
Yeah, he died.
Yes,
it's going to be one of those spots.
They drug him out from the ring, literally just drug him.
To me, the only real question that I still have about this is how are they going to use the chainsaw? They've teased it too many times not to use it.
He's going to miss and cut through a table.
No, he's gonna miss and hit the stairs, and it's gonna throw sparks everywhere.
Yeah, or something like
He's
that.
going to chop down
Right.
a support beam, which will fall down on Lesnar.
Guys,
Lesnar
you
is-
forget.
That could happen, and then the rest of the
Alright.
crowd too, and then the WrestleMania is canceled.
You forget the company.
Here's the deal. Real fast. I want to turn heel quick up in this bitch. Fuck everybody. I want Dean to win. Brock Lesnar's winning.
Yeah.
I agree. I think that the whole point is to kill Dean Ambrose. It's to not put him over. If it was to put him over, it would have been something else, and I am calling for a Bray Wyatt interference.
Oh, fuck, because we haven't done that shit already.
Exactly, because I think that Dean is kind of cursed. And I think that Bray is going to interfere in his match again, but Dean's going to try to stop him or something, and then F5 onto, like, plate glass or some bullshit like that. And pin him. Let's move on. Charlotte versus Sasha Banks versus Becky Lynch for the Divas title.
This will be.
Becky Lynch.
If there's enough time,
Girl Becky.
if they give them time, they have to give them like 15 minutes. Otherwise, it's just or 12. It has to be over 10.
Well, you knew that when they started the Divas Revolution that they were going to give them a good match at WrestleMania. I mean, that's a pretty far gone conclusion at this point. The question is, they're on the biggest stage. This is the reason why. This is the spot that they wanted, and the spot that they spent a lot of time trying to get.
Palms? Who gets the sweaty palms?
Right, exactly.
That's the deal. Who's gonna get the sweaty palms?
I think Becky pins Charlotte.
Yeah. She goes for Sasha goes for the bank statement. Becky comes in behind her. Boom, Beck exploder or whatever. Puts her into the fucking instead of a pin, puts her into the disarmer. Sasha taps or Charlotte taps, either or.
Charlotte no. Charlotte taps. Charlotte taps her as pinned. And she's done so by Becky. Sasha's thrown out of the ring. And Charlotte gets it because they're going to protect Sasha by doing that. Charlotte is the one that needs to go down here, and Becky is definitely the one who needs to win because she doesn't have the belt. She hasn't had the belt yet, and they're going to rename it after WrestleMania.
And this would be a huge win for her. This would cement her as all right, she's one of the main divas. That's a face on. Fuck, she's the only over diva on the roster that's a face. Jesus Christ.
Okay, so how drunk will Ric Flair be at WrestleMania?
Yes.
No,
Yes.
no, that's not the question.
Drunk and a half.
Yes.
The real question is this: will Snoop Dogg accompany Sasha Banks to the ring?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yeah, for sure.
That'd be great.
Yes, he's going into the Hall of Fame. Yes,
Yeah.
he's gonna accompany her.
He's
All right,
got to.
part 2. Will Snoop stop Ric Flair?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Oh man.
Please, yes.
I think
Well-
Flair gives Flair gives Snoop a chop, and Snoop goes down like halfway into the match, and then Snoop does some crazy ghetto shit and just jumps on Flair, and then that's going to be like the interference that's going to stop them.
And they take
All
them
right.
both out?
Right.
I think in my mind, I'm formulating this scenario where Becky has Charlotte in the disarmer and Charlotte's tapping, but Sasha, possibly with help from Snoop, distracts the referee and then comes in and kicks Becky off, steals the win, basically.
I agree completely with Omega. I think somehow, some way or another, Sasha's going to come away with the title.
Okay, so we're all agreed that Snoop is winning the Divas belt by rear naked choke, right?
Yes.
Okay.
No. He's winning by rear naked toke.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
So tell me something. Can you smoke a ball like through the championship belt? I mean, I'm just saying, could it be done?
Snoop will find a way to do
I'm
it.
pretty sure we could.
All right.
On that Divas title, yeah. There's a lot of hoops and shit.
That sounds like
There's a lot of residue there. I'm just saying, there's a lot of residue there.
But this sounds like an experiment that we must conduct.
Speaking of an experiment, they're going to push New Day to the moon, literally. I expect an epic entrance from New Day, otherwise I will be very disappointed. New Day versus League of Nations in a 3-on-4 handicap match. Who's going to win?
Is this
New Day,
break?
honestly.
Riding unicorns.
That's what they wanted to do, supposedly, and they said that getting horses was like a pain and a half to do, and it's kind of dangerous
But it's in
too.
Texas, for crying out loud.
Yeah, I agree. It's Texas. There are horses everywhere. I can't imagine it's that hard.
That's an assumption. Come on, guys. That's an assumption.
No, it's Texas. There's fucking horses in the goddamn grocery store.
Texas and Oklahoma. Oklahoma's not far from Dallas.
Right. So
Don't tell people
see
from
this being a
Dallas that
problem.
because they
I think that they're going to get pulled. I think actually they're going to get pulled in on a chariot, a la WrestleMania 6, 7, something like that. Whatever one they went to Rome. And they're going to get pulled in like that, and they're going to be like New Day, and Francesca's going to be all decked out, and it's going to be Francesca 2 is going to be all decked out. Excuse me. And I think New Day is going to win, and they're going to shine. It's going to be great.
This is an obvious one. New Day
If
obviously
the
wins.
League of Nations win, holy shit.
Well, are the titles on the line?
Yes,
I've heard.
I think so.
I've heard conflicting reports. I've heard people say no.
They are
They
now.
are not, the titles are not on the line.
Not anymore. All right.
That's so infuriating to me.
That's so stupid.
I was listening to like Dave Meltzer and Brian Alvarez don't know. The two people in the wrestling business that should know if the tag titles are on the line don't know. How the hell, WWE, the biggest show of your year, and you don't even know if that's going to be your thing? Come on.
The sad thing is, this feels like it's going to be like the match between the Hell in a Cell and the main event that cools people down or something.
No, they can't.
I feel like they're going to do some stupid thing.
They'll do a couple segments, and then there'll be the Hall of Fame segment, and then they'll get into something serious like Ambrose, or they'll get into something serious like Ambrose. But in all seriousness, I think that's going to be a good match. I'm actually going to enjoy it. But let's get into the real shit. The main event: Triple H versus Roman Reigns for the championship.
I don't believe that's the main event.
That's the quote main event. We're going to quote main event that, and then we're going to get into the real main event, which is McMahon and Taker.
Mm-hmm.
What can we say about this match that hasn't been said before? Everyone
You still
hates
suck.
Roman. Everyone hates Roman. Everyone loves Triple H. Triple H is the god of NXT, and everyone fucking loves NXT. Triple H is a much more liked person. Like, that's it. That's all we can say by this point. Just if they're
So
really gonna pull
basically,
the trigger on this,
it's 10 years ago. Just replace Roman Reigns with John Cena. It's 10 years ago, and Triple H is going to quote put over somebody else. I don't see Triple H tapping out in this one, and I also don't see the terrible entrance. Or excuse me, no, I don't see the awesome entrance that Cena got. Scratch that. That Cena got for 22. I see this terrible entrance where he walks in by himself. And
why would you see Triple H tapping out? I've never seen Roman use a submission hold.
I know he would break one out for this match. He would break one out.
He's going to tap out to the Superman punch.
Yes.
oh my god, no.
Okay.
God, I'm bored just talking about this match.
I know, right?
Seriously.
That's why we're cutting this short. Let's cut this short.
Well, here's the big
They know
question:
it's
yes
bad.
or no?
What?
Go for it. Oh, sorry.
Big question. Okay, over 20 minutes. Does it go over 20 minutes?
Yes.
Probably.
But it's 20 minutes and 1 second.
Is it the main event?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's the last match of the night because
I don't think so.
No, it's not.
You don't
I think they put Shane and Taker on last.
Yep, they put Shane Taker last.
that's the smart.
Money
That's the smart thing
Reigns
to do.
goes on last.
It's a smart thing to do, but they're not that smart.
Omega, you would bet money, but would you bet piss?
No, that's more valuable.
The more important question, it's not how long they get. Do we see Dwayne?
Yep.
Yes.
Of course.
You see
You're going to
Dwayne.
see, like...
You see Dwayne. He, comes in, and he's like, you! And then Roman punches him with a Superman punch.
Okay.
And then Triple H kicks out in 2.
I think Michaels is going to come out and Sweet Chin Music Roman, and then Austin's going to come out and give HBK a stunner, and then Triple H is going to, clock Austin with a sledgehammer or something, and then The Rock's going to come out and
I don't think Austin will be there at all. I don't think
Roman.
And then at the end of it, Rock, HBK, and Stone Cold are all going to lift Roman on their shoulders and parade him around.
That makes even less sense than the end of the Sting Triple H match from last year.
It doesn't make any sense at all.
Honestly, they know it's a bad match. They know it's a bad feud, but like we've been saying for weeks, they're going to go for it. They're just going to do it. This is the time. There's not going to be any screwy fix. Ambrose isn't going to come out with a banged up Money in the Bank replica.
Question. Dean Ambrose doesn't come out, no. But anybody but Roman. Does Bray actually interfere with it? We're going into double overtime.
Yeah, I'm not even going to turn a timer on. Let's get through this.
Double overtime. What do you call it? All right, Shane and Taker.
Shenanigans.
Bullet Club comes out, helps Shane win. Bullet Club comes out, helps Shane win. That's how you debut them, and they're the new power for Raw. Close the show, send everyone home happy. Everyone's drunk off their ass. Hallelujah, we did it. We saved WrestleMania. Done.
No one discussion really needed there. That's exactly what's going to happen.
People are still saying that Shane's not going to take that bump off the sign. I hope he does. I don't care how crazy it is. Shane's going to do something
where the sign is according to the ring.
They're building it literally right now.
If last night was any indication, he's jumping off the fucking Titantron that's hanging over that damn thing.
Okay. He is jumping off the top of the dome of Jerry World.
Well, you know that AT&T Stadium has that huge screen right above everything, right?
The largest screen used, I believe, in the world right now.
Yeah. 100-something inches.
But it's like 100 feet in the air, so he's not gonna.
He's gonna do some crazy bump.
I will say this though: it's not gonna be like Taker Foley crazy, but they will go to the top of the cage.
Yeah,
they'll tease it. I don't know if they'll go off it, but they'll tease it.
They won't go
Each
off.
of the two
they will go up there, but they won't go off it.
I think there's a real chance that this one ends on top of the cage.
It could. It very well could.
I can't remember. You can't.
Fun fact.
Right? It's not.
I think Triple H and Jericho did that.
Yeah,
or something like that. Yeah. Yeah, you can pin them on top. So
that's what they did for Ryback and CM Punk too.
Interesting stats about this particular large piece of television, basically. The video board weighs 1.2 million pounds, and it is 3.5% of the total roof weight. Each display contains over 10.5 million LEDs using Mitsubishi's 10mm quad pixel pattern technology. It would take 4,920 52-inch flat panel televisions to equal the size of the center hung board. The $40 million cost is more than the original cost of building Texas Stadium. And it is 160 feet wide and 72 feet tall.
Just a quick note, the Jacksonville Stadium actually has a bigger scoreboard now, I'm pretty sure, or they're going to soon.
Oh yeah, that's right, they're going to get a bigger one.
For no good reason.
Jacksonville, Florida. Nobody cares about Jacksonville, Florida.
By the way, speaking of screens and stuff, I'm actually kind of afraid that they're going to start making the Mania stage like they do with pay-per-views now, where it's basically the same stage. I mean, they're not going to use the Raw stage, but they're going to kind of recycle last year's stage, and instead of the big play button, it's going to be the star.
It could be. I could see that happening, but I don't necessarily believe that. I mean, WrestleMania 27 used the same stage, so.
Oh God.
I think it should be different. Also, remember that this is an indoor show. This is not an outdoor show.
And the big thing is, that giant screen, they don't have to necessarily, because they have Hell in a Cell, they have to do something, but it's they can do a more interesting stage setup because of that huge screen. Right. They don't necessarily have to have giant Titantrons on the floor.
All right. So, odds on, everybody here. I'm going to say two people, a stable and then another person. Tell me the odds of them appearing in the match. The first one I already mentioned, the Bullet Club, helping Shane.
Mid. I give it at least mid.
High.
John.
No.
Cena, no.
John Morrison?
To set up
Johnny Mundo?
to set up 33.
Johnny Ace?
To set up 33, do we see John
Brett John Layfield?
No.
Big John Studd?
Nah.
Whose side would John be on? He'd be on Shane's, I guess.
He'd be on Shane's.
John Legend?
Because Shane's the baby face. And I know they're both baby faces at this point, too. Which is, again, the booking for this match is all just wrong, but whatever. In any case, let's move on real quick.
Let's move on to the show that really matters.
Yes.
Let's talk about the NXT takeover, Dallas. Let's get through this. Austin Aries versus Baron Corbin.
This is a sleeper match. Mark my fucking words. He's gonna make Baron Corbin a goddamn star.
AW wins.
Baron Corbin has been doing a lot amazing recently. He's turned into an indie-hated bully.
He's actually improving.
Yeah.
Which is more than can be said of Roman.
Exactly.
Right.
When a universe where I'd rather watch Baron Corbin over Roman Reigns there's something seriously wrong. Or right.
A-double.
Yeah, I gotta say, double wins it.
Wins. You can't have Aries. You can't bring in Aries like you did and then just have him lose.
Yeah.
He's the greatest man to ever live. Of course he wins.
Next up we have Revival, Scott Dawson and Dash Wilder versus American Alpha.
Now?
The Revival.
The Mechanics.
When did they take that name?
They took
A while back.
Yeah, a few weeks.
Recently.
We had this discussion like 2 weeks ago
He doesn't remember.
when we talked about them. Yes, you were there. You asked the same question.
They are the revival. They are the revival of the old school style of wrestling. That's how they got their name.
They're the
Two
new
miniature
Minnesota
Arn
Wrecking
Andersons.
Crew. The
Oh,
This-
Minnesota Wrecking
I'm
Crew.
okay with that.
They're going to try their damnedest to have the match of the night. They're probably not going to do it, but God, this is going to be a great match because both those teams can go.
Yeah.
American Alpha goes over.
Yes.
Jason
Oh,
Jordan
yeah.
and Chad Gable are freaking amazing. Just
That video package on NXT where they were talking about how they got so close to winning the national title and winning in the Olympics, like, that shit was way better than anything on Raw. Like, if you only saw that, the crowd would go nuts for these guys. They're definitely winning.
Oh, yeah, they are. All right, so quite possibly, the match of the year, one of the dream matches, the match that matters this fucking weekend.
Apollo Crews versus Elias Sampson?
Yes,
oh,
absolutely, absolutely. And I'm telling you right now,
Elias Sampson's going to win and continue his binge.
exactly.
This is that guy with the drifter gimmick.
yeah.
Yep.
This is that guy.
This is Drift Away.
Just,
I wish he would. He's
This is
nothing.
Nickelback. He's Nickelback.
I would be so depressed if they don't give Apollo Crews the win in this match. Like,
The only question.
I don't think that
The only question.
No, I don't think that Crews. I think that's Sampson. I really think it's Sampson.
I do. Sad,
Yep.
but it's true.
The only question in this match is: will Apollo Crews squash him, or will it be a real match with Apollo?
It'll be a real
Crews?
match.
try to have a real match.
It'll be a real match. Speaking of real matches, Bailey versus Asuka.
This match is going to be damn good too.
Oh Lord! Two of my favorites go together. It's gonna pain me a little bit inside. It's gonna hurt.
To me, this is like just personally to me. This is right up.
Is it going to come? Is it going to come crashing down?
oh, it's going to come. A lot of people are going to come.
All right,
Depends,
all
are they
right.
going to shoot a Gongrave together?
How long?
Oh,
15 or 20 minutes?
at least 20. It's got to be at least 20.
Hopefully.
Yeah, 20.
Yeah.
Whatchamacallit?
Does she kill her?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
She literally dies in the ring. Yes.
literally dies in the ring. Yes,
Okay.
she's too. And then they both hug, and then all of a sudden, Hello Kitty comes out.
I'm okay with that.
That'd be great.
If this was Japan and this was DDT, you'd know that would happen.
Yes.
Oh hell no! They'd have what's the doll's name?
Yoshihiko.
Yeah, they'll have
Yoshihiko.
him come out.
Yep. But no, for real, so Asuka kills Bailey. Rip.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
With the revelation that maybe she doesn't want to leave yet. With this, she loses Monday night. Does it happen?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Bailey's getting called up. It's like almost
The two champions here and that other guy that has already been on Raw are going to go to Raw on Monday.
Yeah.
Speaking
if
of
not-
the other guy, real quick, we haven't done his match, and
Finn Balor versus Samoa Joe.
Yes.
no,
Yes.
Yeah, we're talking about that. Talking about that.
don't worry.
Samoa Joe.
Don't worry.
okay.
Finn
Yes,
Balor
Samoa
versus
Joe.
Samoa Joe. We've
Marco's
seen this
clearly getting
before.
called up.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh,
so
really?
we know.
That said, what we saw
Balor-
before was really good.
Yes. Balor gets caught and gets muscle busted in midair.
That
Ooh.
would be pretty sick.
Have you guys
I'm
seen
call-
the teasers for his paint? Because he's been posting teasers for it all day. It looks
No.
badass.
No, I haven't seen the paint yet.
It's definitely
For you guys.
it's definitely inspired by like Day of the Dead in Mexico. That kind of like artistic style. It looks sweet.
Alright, looking forward to it. I don't want to get spoiled any more than that, please.
Sorry.
Yep, no problem. So, all right, here's the big two questions. One, do they appear? We don't know who they are.
They like
No.
10-10-10. They
No.
is Fortune coming out.
Fortune!
Play it!
Fortune!
Fortune 4!
No. It's not going to be 10-10-10. It's literally all it's going to be. It's going to be Baylor and Joe, and it's going to be perfectly fine.
Yeah.
But Baylor's going to do he's going to do the whatchamacallit. He's going to do the Bullet Club finger guns at Joe, and you're going to expect it, and you're going to want it, and it's not going to be there.
Aw.
because it
Make
will
it
be there on
sad.
Sunday.
It will be there on Sunday. Whatchamacallit. But yeah, Joe wins. Joe makes Finn tap.
Yeah.
No, oh, whoa, not pass out?
No.
I think they're going to use the pass out finish in the Asuka Bailey match. Bailey passes out, Asuka puts her in the Asuka lock, and she refuses to give up.
All I can say is I hope Bailey and Izzy have said their goodbyes.
Yep. Mm-hmm. All right.
Let's talk about
This
it.
is it.
All right,
This
guys.
is
We're going to talk about. We're going to have to go. We're going to go back to it. Yep. It is Brie Bella, Natalia, Paige, Alicia Fox, and Eva Maria versus.
Get to the
We have on one side
Sami Zayn versus Shinsuke Nakamura.
The match.
Amazing.
Oh
The
my
bi-
god.
This is the best
I
match of
can't even get
WrestleMania
off the
weekend.
match right now. Oh my
The
god.
whole weekend. This is the best
Listen.
match.
We're getting the Bucks versus Motor City Machine Guns at Supercard of Honor. We're getting Ricochet versus Will Ospreay. We're getting that, and then we're getting Shinsuke Nakamura versus Sami Zayn. Fuck me. Fuck this weekend. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Ew. Why would I want to do that? But really though, this okay. So let's put it. I'm going to put it into perspective of scalping for you all. So tickets for WrestleMania are going pretty cheap. You can get a WrestleMania ticket for $20 or less right now.
Wow.
You could get to the Hall of Fame. You know, a little bit above stick price at this point, $100, right? Do you know how much it is for a ticket right now for NXT Takeover?
Can't even imagine.
200 plus, I think.
$500.
Because of the limited seating.
You just know H is just laughing. He's just laughing so much right now. Just
I think he walked in, like, they walked in saying, fuck, TakeOver is going to be so much better than Mania. What the fuck?
He probably did the match with Roman on purpose to make NXT look better by comparison.
I bet you deep down he's like, thank God Seth's not here because now NXT's going to look amazing.
If you take the Roman Reigns Triple H match away, it would still look like shit in comparison.
It would still look terrible. But here's the thing, right? So NXT's full of non-money drawers, right, Vince? I mean, you're not gonna get people in there who want to see the little show, with the little guys doing the flippy stuff.
Anyone know the capacity of where that's at?
It's like 17 or less.
1,700?
No.
17,000.
1,000.
No. I'm talking the NXT show.
Hold on.
Aren't they having it at the same place where Access is?
Yes.
I'm doing research right now. Hold on a sec.
Okay. But
in the meantime,
yeah, I don't think like anyone who understands how ridiculously crazy this idea is that in current year Shinsuke Nakamura and Sami Zayn are going to be going at it in NXT.
Okay, it's crazy. It's a crazy match. Who goes over?
Shinsuke Nakamura.
It's going to be Nakamura because he's gonna hit him with the bomb.
9,816.
Oh.
9,000.
Oh, okay. So they're close to 10K. Okay.
So close to 10,000.
Probably be a little bit less with the ring.
So 9,000. Just assume 9,000.
Yeah.
Okay.
$500 to get into the show.
Yep.
Okay, so will Shinsuke Nakamura have to hit more or less than 10,000 Bomaye's to put away Sami Zayn?
In a realistic number, let's say 3.
I don't think he's
3.
I don't think there's going to be a multiple Bomaye thing anymore. I think he's going to pretty much hit one in the WWE, and that's going to be it, except for like the big matches. Maybe this one he hits 2.
Yeah. All right, no, that's not the question. It's not how many Bomayes he's going to hit now. How long do you give them?
1 hour.
As much as they want.
30.
Yeah, no, fuck that. That's a disservice. I say 40. Give them 40 minutes. They'll burn the house. They'll burn the house down and remake it in their image.
Yes.
But it'll be about 30. I think it'll be somewhere in between 32 and 36. And I think that Shinsuke wins.
Look at the comparison of the booking of these two shows, though. You've got about 6 matches for NXT TakeOver for like right around 3 hours or so is probably what they're going to put it at.
Yeah.
And it looks great, and all the matches are going to get awesome amount of time. And then like Mania has like 15 matches for like 7 hours or 6 hours or whatever, and all of it looks like shit.
Just an over-bloated card with, and NXT is, or not NXT, WrestleMania is also going to be doing random guest spots. I guarantee you. They're going to have at least one Rock segment. They'll probably have, I don't know.
An Austin segment.
Yeah. They're going to have to open with, they're opening with the national anthem, aren't they? With some pop group that I've never heard of.
Fifth Harmony.
Fifth Harmony, thank you.
And people were freaking out on Twitter, and I was just like, what in the fuck is it, Fifth Harmony?
Whatever. Point is...
So, WrestleMania is going to blow Donkey Deck. Probably. We're going to see Roman win. Fuck that. Let's just watch TakeOver instead.
TakeOver is going to be a bajillion stars.
Alright, so with all of this is said, do you think Sami Zayn versus Shinsuke Nakamura, out of everything, will it hold up as one of the best matches of the year? And will be considered amongst that? I mean, will it top G1 matches, everything? Because I think this will. I think this is going to redefine how people wrestle in the WWE, probably. It's
great
match. I wouldn't...
All right, you're going way too far there, bud. I'm going to stop you right there. I think we're done.
Change wrestling as we know it.
Goddamn.
No. We're stopping here. We're stopping here.
Hey, anyone who has a better match than those two, like, it's going to be a surprise if anyone beats them for match of the weekend.
This is true.
Listening to you guys, and he's all looking at the screen like, "Who are those idiots?"
Did you see the picture? Did you guys see the picture of him saying goodbye to his mom?
Yeah, that was so sweet.
That was adorable. But all right, I want ice cream, and I want cake.
Goodbye to his mom. Cool.
So we're gonna do that. right now. You ready?
Okay.
And we're going to go through. And of course, our technical producer is not listening whatsoever. So we're going to go through.
I'm not required to do things when you want them to be done. I do
You're
things when I want
producer
to
of the
do them.
show. You're supposed to do them, and I just did it. So we're going through the Dairy Queen drive-through. And with the ratings and Yankum's complete redundancy, Batista's dick.
Hey!
Why don't you read the ratings?
Okie dokie. Impact was up from last week. Last week it had 307,000, and this week it had 331,000 viewers. SmackDown was up as well. Last week it had 2.2 million. This week it had 2.5. And Raw was not surprisingly up since it is the go-home show to Mania. Last week it was 3.4. This week it was 3.7 million viewers. Not like that huge of a spike, but, a decent boost for the go-home show.
With the ratings, it's gonna be... Oh, I don't know. Save Us Dog. Or, excuse me, the birthdays. Save Us
Birthdays? I was going to say ratings.
Days.
Birthdays, that's what I meant. I was thinking ratings because Murph was complaining about it.
Happy birthday to, on the 30th, Trent Beretta. We got Zach Gowen, Jake the Snake Roberts, and Mike Rotunda. On the 31st, we have Allison Danger, Naoya Ogawa, and nope. On April 1st, April Fool's Day, is Randy Orton. Hey. Dun, 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 dun. Hey. And Jesse Sorensen, who
What
is...
about Jesse, though?
Yeah, what about Jesse? I'm so happy to see him. Happy birthday to him, and happy to see him in NXT as well, up and doing well. Happy birthday on the 2nd to Jack Evans, to Jody Fleisch, and to Scorpio Sky. Happy birthday on the 3rd to Lance Storm. On the 4th to the man himself, Mr. Jesus, John Zandig. And happy birthday on the 5th to DDP Volano the 4th and Wild Samoan Sika. Those are your birthdays. And you can't, I saw you typing the fake ones in.
Yeah, sorry about
I
that.
actually look at the format.
You have
Unlike some people.
bombs well.
Can you do me a favor? Can you read that second name on the 31st again?
Naoya Ogawa?
I love how you say that first name.
Naoya?
Naoya? I have no idea.
He adds 5 O's or something.
I have no idea how to pronounce it.
We're
Yeah,
stupid
yeah.
Baka American guys.
Naoya?
Of course we don't know how to pronounce it.
Is it time for this week?
Dude, I'm from the Midwest.
Now it is time for This Week in Wrestling with Omega BR.
Yes, this week in wrestling history, circa 1970, where Bill Ross defeats Jim Breaks for the European lightweight title in Stirling, England, ending Breaks' second reign. Jump to 1971, where the Avengers of Jimmy Golden and Dennis Hall defeat Bobby Hart and Lorenzo Parente for the Mid-America NWA World Tag Team title in Chattanooga, Tennessee. This began the Avengers' second reign and ended Hart and Parente's third. And in 1984, a 10-team tournament was held by Central States Wrestling in Kansas City, Kansas, for the vacant NWA Central States Tag Team titles. The title was vacated in December after Bob Brown, who held it with Buzz Tyler, was injured. Tyler teamed with King Cobra to face Tully Blanchard and Ron Starr for the vacant title on January 5th, but that match ended in a double disqualification, resulting in the tournament. However, the Grapplers defeated Jerry and Ted Oates in the final, yet the title was immediately held up again because the Grapplers used a loaded boot. And that was This Week in Wrestling History.
Just when you thought things were getting, terribly overcomplicated, just check out the 80s and check out Mid-South Wrestling. Anything in the Mid-South, so, and the Central States. Kansas, Tennessee, the Carolinas, anything like that. Because, you're going to get coal miners' gloves, you're going to get loaded boots, you're going to get over-the-top rope disqualifications, anything can happen in weird Southern wrestling. Alright, Happy Trails. Let me see here. WFC, why don't you do the Happy Trails?
Alright, let's do Happy Trails. Happy Trails to Luke Harper, who could be out several months due to a knee injury suffered in the dark match of Raw last week. Oof. Figures. No one even got to see that nonsense. Also, Happy Trails to the Bella's mother, Kathy and John Laurinaitis, who were married this past week.
It explains everything.
It really does. It puts everything in perspective.
Their mom, though. God damn.
Did a lion just over my ear? What the fuck?
I don't hope to.
Hey, old people gotta have sex too, alright?
That's the least appealing sound I've ever heard.
You know what's worse? Somebody had to have sex to have that Jester.
Oh.
Look, I want you to picture this. I want you to picture because here's what happened. The Bellas sucked Johnny Ace's dick to get a job, and now their mom is sucking the same dick that they sucked to get a job.
Okay, put this in perspective, right? Alright, stop right there. So he did 1, 2, 3 out of the family tree? Mm-hmm. I'm just saying. Not just saying. Not bad.
Hold on.
Not bad.
That I believe is
You're
very
right.
relevant. He's gonna.
It's the trifecta.
It is.
It's the unholy.
Trifecta.
It's the unholy trifecta, because why would you put your thing in nothing? I mean, I think a cardboard cutout would be more satisfying. I'm just saying.
First off,
Speaking of cardboard cutouts and matches with brooms, what should we watch this week in wrestling? WFC Masters.
Oh god, starting off with me. Well, what did I say last week? I said something NXT last week, didn't I?
Yes, you did.
Talking about the NXT DVD. Did I say Cesaro and Punk last week? I believe I did.
Mm-mm. I
didn't? You know what? Whatever. Like, I'll recommend it again if I did say that last week. Whatever. But on the specifically, it's actually I believe it's only on the Blu-ray. But there is a match between Cesaro and Punk on the NXT extras, and then it just turns into something even more amazing from that. I don't want to spoil it for people who haven't seen it. So, yeah. That match.
And let's see here. Croc, what should we watch this week in wrestling?
first off, I want to say, good job, Yankum. That gagging you were doing. That's the same sound Johnny made. that's the same sound Johnny was making on his honeymoon night.
Because he was tossing salad.
Exactly. That voice. As far as what to watch this week in wrestling, guys, it's WrestleMania weekend. This is literally the weekend for us. Just go watch whatever go watch Dallas. Just sit outside in Dallas and just watch everything. All right?
Move to Dallas.
Yeah, move to Dallas and just watch everything.
Oh, I thought you wanted me to watch the television soap opera Dallas.
No,
Hey,
you
I
can
did
do
one.
that. Do that on your phone while you're watching the shows. That way you have two forms of entertainment. It's a second screen experience, bro.
Just think.
And then there will be a third screen experience because you be screening everything.
Mm-hmm.
Just think, you could find out who shot JR.
Yeah, who did shoot JR? Speaking of who shot JR, Ned Chester, what should we watch this week in wrestling?
I wish somebody would have shot Netchester.
Sit.
That was the joke.
Anyway, I'm gonna suggest that we've had a lot of good women's matches lately, so let's watch one again in preparation for what I think will be an all-time classic between Asuka and Bayley. Go watch the Iron Woman match between Bayley and the Boss Banks not too long ago. That was
I was there live.
Back at
Live.
yep. Batista's done this year, already did you? So Samus Dog, what should we watch this week? Wrestling.
What the fuck?
Yeah, you told me.
Oh wait, no, I did Masters first. I'm sorry.
What the fuck, man? All right.
Batista's dick. I'm sorry. You're just the elephant in the room.
Yeah.
More like the elephant dick in the room.
All right, to get you prepared, get you caught up on Shinsuke Nakamura's career, on who he is, go watch that time he opened a bunch of trading cards.
Oh,
That's it.
I remember that.
Yeah,
I love those.
It's seriously just like half an hour of him looking at like trading cards of wrestlers. It's great.
Tell me something. Is it worse that I knew exactly what you were talking about, or that I saw the video before?
It is. It's really fucking obscure, but it's really
You and me both, Gunner.
like fascinating.
It's incredibly fascinating. Dog, what should we watch this week in wrestling?
Sticking with my gimmick of matches that actually happened last week. 3 words. Aztec Warfare 2.
Oh my god, that
Great.
fucking match.
Probably not as good as the first one, although it was going to be almost impossible to top the first one. I thought it was a classic. I loved it.
Oh, Mega BR, what should we watch this week in wrestling?
I thought you said to watch a Dallas match. Dallas as in AKA Lance Hoyt. So, you know, you could watch any of the matches. Back when he was known as Dallas, 2004, back when they were doing the weekly pay-per-views for NWA TNA.
Yeah,
Like,
I forgot he was Dallas there.
Just looking on Google here. Here's weekly pay-per-view 99, Dallas versus AJ Styles.
All right, there you go.
Classic.
There you go. Yankum, what should we watch this week in wrestling?
Let's see. I was having trouble picking from the WrestleMania that I decided.
That's what she said.
No. It's WrestleMania 21. I'm gonna say go ahead and watch the first ever Money in the Bank
John
ladder
Laurinaitis
match.
banged.
God, that's it. You're done. He's in the Dick's room now. Gunner's in the Dick's room. He's on timeout.
He's the only one we have left to ask.
Yeah, okay, so my match is really obscure, to be perfectly honest.
Oh, because that's how cool you are.
Invasion era SmackDown. Dudley Boyz and Nick Patrick versus The Rock, Chris Jericho, and Mike Chioda, because Mike Chioda delivers a people's elbow to Nick Patrick for the win. It's the best.
What?
What the fuck?
What the fuck?
Yes, that is a match that actually happened.
Why?
It was so good.
Because the invasion was awesome.
Because the invasion was
No,
I would
that
rather
sounds
watch.
horrible.
I would rather watch this than I would watch the Dudley Boyz match at WrestleMania. That was my whole point.
Well, I would certainly rather watch that than the main event of Triple H versus Who Gives a Fuck.
All right, that reminds me. Guess who the most over person in TNA was when I was there?
Brand.
Who?
Earl fucking Hebner.
Yeah,
Oh, that's not surprising.
That is
By
true.
a mile.
That's true.
Okay, so hit those thumbs up if you remember this gem.
Oh,
I am ready
God.
to receive your blowjob now.
I believe it's Blow
Just-
J.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Yeah, Blow J.
Oh, Blow J. Excuse me, Blow J.
When you want the number 2, give to me.
All right.
Fucking-
That's it. We're done. So that was the WrestleMania Go Home show. We made some predictions there. WFC Masters made a piss bet. This is gonna be great. You realize you're streaming that one, buddy.
This is going to be painful.
Yeah, isn't
Drink
it?
water, dude. Drink lots of water.
Lots of water. All right.
Thank you, Kenny Blankenship. Apparently, the exact wording was, "I am ready for Blue Jay when you are ready to give."
Yes. All right, everybody. Thank you all for listening. Check us out online, smarksnark.com, facebook.com/smarksnark, twitter.com/smarksnark. Remember, you can call into the show at any time at 812-408-9666 or 812-408. Woo! You can check us out online. Also, don't do yourself a favor. Head on over to west.tu.be/r/west, and on the top bar there it says answers Gunner's survey for Family Wood. Go answer that survey so I can actually get some responses, and we can get some good because it's great for that. You could also check out a few there's one other thing. Croc, plug your stuff.
Yes, you live in Central Florida, and do you want to be a pro wrestler? And by all means, go ahead and head on down to the Team Vision Dojo, located at 6295 Narcoossee Road, in Orlando, Florida. I'm sorry, 6923. I always get the numbers mixed up. We have training going from Monday through Thursday, morning and nights, and we have a great atmosphere. By all means, come on down and check us out. We have 2 shows going on this week, actually. One on Friday for CWE, Little Local Fed in Central Florida, where Santana Garrett will be putting one of her titles on the line against Raquel of TNA fame. And then we also have a school show for I Believe in Wrestling the next night. So we have an active week down here in Central Florida in terms of the dojo. Come on out and see us. Also, you can follow me on Twitter at the Croc with the O replaced as a 0.
Was there any other plugs or anything else that anybody else had to get out?
Yeah, I'd like to announce my new rap career. My name's going to be Blow J, and my debut joint is going to be Ready to Give.
Oh, Lord.
So, ladies and gentlemen, Save Us Dog coming out as an openly homosexual rapper.
I had a thing to plug.
Okay, plug it.
It has always been a fantasy of mine to be a sex slave for 2 bears, male and female, pleasing the male while he's tired and vice versa. Slowly sliding my lips up and down his thick shaft, tasting his pre-cum on my tongue.
Serious? Why'd you stop? Why did you stop?
Oh, because it's the end of the show. We're going to end up here. Yeah. Don't forget, everybody, thank you very much for listening, and woo, here's West.
Bye-bye. I love you.
Fact.
See ya.
Yes, Roman Reigns' career is deader than the end of the movie.
WMC gets to drink his piss next week. Bye, guys.
Bye, love you.
Fuck me.
Drink water. Drink water.
Good night, Highland Park.
Good night, Canada.